So you can pre-order microtransactions now. I guess we should have fucking seen that one coming. A viewer tipped me off to an article on gamesindustry.biz titled "Funding Your Game Through Cryptocurrencies." It's about a company called Reality Gaming Group who have a game coming out. The game isn't out yet, but they've already made $3.5 million selling virtual coins. The game in question is a mobile augmented reality multiplayer shooter called Reality Clash, because of course you gotta have the word clash in there because it's a mobile game. Heaven forfend we be original. Speaking of originality, the company describes it as, and this is a direct quote, "Think Pokemon Go with guns." So there's this practice called ICO, Initial Coin Offerings, and it's all roped in with the cryptocurrency thing, you know, Bitcoin, that sort of thing. According to this article, there are about 900 different types of cryptocurrency, and this so-called Reality Clash game is billing its virtual currency as a cryptocurrency, and they've been going into sort of the cryptocurrency forums, communities, to build up excitement for this Reality Clash game. The basic principle behind the ICO is that people will buy the coins, making an investment in the hopes that the RCC gold will become more valuable over time and make the investors direct money. To quote Tony Pierce from Reality Gaming Group, investors in an ICO are basically speculating that the coin they are buying will be worth more in future. In a sense, much like how shares could be worth more over time should a public company successfully grow its business revenues and profits. This Reality Clash game is not out yet. There's no guarantee it's going to be good. There's no guarantee that Pokemon Go with guns is going to really have any appeal. But this RCC gold is being sold now ahead of time at a major discount compared to how much it's going to cost at launch. In addition, these so-called ICO investors can also buy exclusive weapons which are not going to be available from the so-called Reality Clash store when the actual game goes live. So if you want exclusive weaponry, you've got to invest now. You've got to pre-order this game's virtual currency. You've got to pre-order microtransactions for a game that's not out yet. To quote Pierce again, "These weapons can also be traded on the blockchain. You become a virtual arms dealer and can make money." Jesus Christ. I think that says a lot about the modern tech industry, that become a virtual arms dealer is a major selling point. You're living the dream we've all had. The greatest power fantasy in video games, become a virtual arms dealer, like Margaret Thatcher's son, allegedly. Tony Pierce goes on to describe this ICO system as being like an A round on steroids, and is keen to see more games developers explore the possibilities, according to the article. He goes on to give advice to other developers who might be interested in offering their microtransactions for pre-order, explaining how the cryptocurrency market works and how you're supposed to engage with the community. Now, for obvious reasons, I'm not interested in any of that bollocks. I am, however, interested in what Tony Pierce has said about this ICO craze and its longevity or lack thereof, where he basically tells everyone they better jump on this shit now while it's still hot before the regulations roll in. More and more regulation is happening, typically to catch up with technology. It may be unwise to expect ICOs to remain outside regulations for the medium term. And he points out how once these currencies are regulated, the appeal of them quickly diminishes. Now, he's talking more about specific cryptocurrency than microtransactions, but as we're seeing here, where the two have become blended, the difference between them is minimal. It's more a case of branding. Realistically, what this game is doing is no different from what most games with microtransactions do. Minus the pre-order part, of course, but give the AAA industry some time, I'm sure they'll discover this soon enough. But as I say, there are many similarities between this Reality Clash game's currency and the currencies you see in AAA games now. They're not offering you product for money in a direct fashion. You're buying coins, virtual currency, and then spending that. And that's how they're getting around a lot of this regulatory stuff, because, as Pierce points out, the law has to play catch-up with technology. But anyway, if you were just wondering how the world of microtransactions could get even more bloody ridiculous, here you have it. Once again, the mobile games industry has found another way to push the envelope, another way to make things just that little bit more silly. in the games industry when it comes to fleecing customers. In any case, that's a new term for savvy viewers to keep an eye out for: ICO, initial coin offerings. That's the glitzy tech industry term for it anyway. I think I'm going to stick with microtransaction pre-orders. In any case, Reality Clash now has $3.5 million worth of people invested in it before it's even a real game. As the GI.biz article puts it, they've either established an eager audience waiting to spend their gains in the final game, or sell and trade them in a way that will hopefully attract more people to the mobile title. The mobile title that, again, I need to reiterate, is still being developed. So yeah, that's a thing now. Well done, games. Oh, and Reality Clash's online armory will sell ammunition. Premium ammo. Oh.